Are we rolling? Okay. My name is Edward King, and I am a computer enthusiast. I'm not an IT. I'm not, some big techie guy. I'm just a dad and a computer enthusiast. And this is my unboxing video. And so I'll start with, what's in the box. This is what's in the box. Okay. This is what I was all excited about when we discovered the batteries went dead on the camera. This is the puppy I've been waiting for. Now this is a project that is 3 years in the making, and I was waiting for the right price on this motherboard. The X99-E WS USB 3.1. Originally I was going to go with the 3.0, but in my process of waiting and budgeting, the 3.1 came along, and it was very expensive, well over $1,000. And then I watched the price decrease, and I thought, well, maybe if I wait a little longer, I'll be able to get the USB 3.1 board. That's what I did. So anyway, all these things are going into this build. The case is a Thermaltake Level 10 GT, but I am really excited about this board, and this is my X99-E WS unboxing. I just included all the peripherals here so that you could see what it was going into. So this is the official unboxing video. This is the thing I'm really excited about. If I can get it out. I will open the case. There's so much to this motherboard. It's well researched. All your connections, your SLI cables and attachments for SLI, I/O shield, driver disc, which I probably won't use. I'll probably get everything, all the updated drivers from ASUS. Beautiful little block, the attachment for all your smaller wires and power wires, connections. I love that. It makes it so much easier. More of the SLI material, which I won't be using. I will not be running dual graphics cards or anything like that. Even your VGA connections. SATA wires. SATA wires, SATA wires, SATA wires. Why so many SATA wires? Well, that's the beauty of this board. It can handle that many. The manual, of course, and, okay, the moment we've been waiting for. This is exciting, folks. This is it. Hold on. Gotta open this very carefully. There you have it. The ASUS X99-E WS USB 3.1. That's a 2011 LGA 2011 version 3 board. You can see on the back it's very well reinforced for the cooler, and it's just an absolutely beautiful board. Now you'll notice it has two of the Ethernet connections. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of your PCIe slots. It can hold 8 DIMM sticks of RAM for a total of 128 gigabytes of RAM. it is a beautiful board. And what I was mentioning earlier, these are the Sata Ports. I believe up to 10 Sata Ports in this thing. It's a sweet machine. It is just lovely. And of course, to put a half decent chip in the LGA 2011-3, you have to get a good processor chip. I'm using the iCore 6850K. Very few people ever need to use an octa-core. I mean, you know, if you want bragging rights, I guess you could get, you know, an 8-core processor chip, but this CPU should be able to handle even the most rigorous video rendering, you name it, because the beauty of this processor chip is that it's 40 lanes, folks. And you know, if you're going to be doing rigorous work like that, video rendering, really high-end graphics stuff, if you're into graphics design, stuff like that, you may need that extra kick, and you may need those extra lanes. But other than that, I mean, you don't really need an octa-core. I can promise you that. If you're a gamer, you really surely don't need it. There's no such thing as a game that needs 8 cores. But 6 cores will cover it all nicely. And that chip was worth well over $1,000, but I got it much cheaper. Waiting, of course, for the price to drop. In this build is the Corsair HX1000. 1,000 watts of power is definitely going to be enough for my build, and I'm going to be running HyperX SSDs for them in RAID 10 configuration. I will also be running a RAID 1 configuration. My RAID 10 will be handled by my LSI SATA SAS card, which provides me with 8 ports, I believe. So you know, I checked with LSI, and I checked with ASUS whether or not this particular card would work in my build. They verified that it would, so good. Of course, this motherboard does also, this beautiful motherboard here, it also handles SAS, if I ever want to use that. Of course, here's the kit for my starter on the RAID 10. And of course, just for gaming, right? I'll be doing the RAID 0 on a totally separate deal. Probably what do they call it? The local RAID. Now here's my my video card. I checked with ASUS on this. They said that this 7850 would work on my motherboard. You know, there won't be any conflict, so I'm going to take them at their word. I'm not opening these boxes up. I just wanted to do my X99 unboxing. Of course, I have to put it all back too. But I do want to point out for cooling. Now, this is the NHD15S Noctua. The Noctua NHD15S was made in Austria, like all the Noctua coolers. It is premium quality. I highly recommend getting the S rather than the NHD 15 because of the design. The pins are specially notched for that high profile RAM. Well, my RAM is coming to me. It's being shipped to me. I'll be using the Corsair Dominator RAM, 128 gigabytes in fact, so that I can actually also use a RAM drive. So that should be exciting. But the thing about this cooler is that this cooler will match liquid cooling specs. It's a huge air cooler. I'm not going to open the box here right now, but if you are a little leery about using liquid cooling and you want the sort of cooling specs that liquid cooling can give you, this air cooler pretty much comes close. In fact, it beats some liquid cooling. Again, it's an air cooler. It has very quiet fans. It's notorious for being running very silently. I cannot praise this cooler enough. The only drawback is it's huge. Make sure you have a full-size case if you're going to use this NH-D15S. Noctua makes excellent coolers. So that's my advice on that. Now, I really researched this very well and very thoroughly. And this is 3 years of collecting. I'm not a wealthy man, so even though I'm not a wealthy man, over time and budgeting, I managed to collect the best parts. Even a poor man, if he knows what he's doing, can build himself a good PC. So that said, there's my phone. Once again, the X99-E WS USB 3.1. Thank you for watching.